Guten Morgen, mein Herr. New angle Thursday or Friday, because I don't know, it's probably gonna be Friday. I need tea. I need tea or else this doesn't feel right. I got chai tea. The only problem is I microwaved it onto America. This week's thoughts is actually tea thoughts. Salty. I don't know. I still feel like thoughts of tea is lame. I wanted to name it something punny, but I'm not any good at puns. Actually, I kind of am. But I feel like Evan Edinger would come up with something really punny and like good. This week is actually a response, kind of, because I wanted to talk about my opinion on YouTube celebrity culture. If you'd like to see the video I watched to get the context of what I'm talking about, you can click right next to my head right over here. There'll be a picture of the person named Sprinkle of Glitter. Actually, her real name is Louise. And there's the video. So, watch it. Okay, moving on. Oh, it tastes like heaven. Anyway. YouTube celebrity culture. YouTube culture. YouTube society? One of those. So, there is a thing, if you haven't noticed, that people do. When you go to a gathering, of a YouTuber gathering, lately, there's a lot of girls, mostly girls, there are guys too, that scream and freak the hell out when they meet a YouTuber they love. And you know, I completely understand because I have been kind of in that position of the fangirl before. And I don't think I was quite as intense as some are. Pretty much, these people that are average people that talk to the camera just like me, and maybe you if you're a content creator as well. When a lot of people watch them, suddenly they get popular, you know? So when people see them, they think, I can't even function anymore because they're so perfect and right in front of my face and they look exactly like they did when I watched them online. And it's like, maybe we shouldn't be so freaked out over it. I mean, like, I know that's the thing that people do with celebrities, but I even think with celebrities, it's ridiculous. We get to this point where we idolize people, where we worship them practically, and they're not somebody we should worship. Like, they're average, regular people just like you and me. Why should you idolize them? Yes, I understand that they're like really, really cool. A lot of YouTubers are like freaking awesome, and I totally understand that you can go overboard. And I think that's what's happening, is people are overboard. I know that with teenage girls and hormones and everything, you can get very obsessed over guys. And you can get the same level of obsessed over girls too. Like somebody you really look up to. Because I know that people do that with female celebrities as well. And they scream and freak out and it's just like, I can't handle life. But it's like, if you want to get to know this person that you've gone to this YouTube gathering to see, maybe you want to actually have a real conversation with them, you can. And it's really frustrating because anybody who wants to go to a YouTube gathering to get to know these people that they've watched and maybe interacted with a little bit online, you can't, because they've set up meet and greets. Like Louise said, you get to, like, you know, have a nice moment of, hey, I'm meeting you, and like get a hug or something, and, you know, maybe give them a gift and say like maybe a minute's worth of conversation. And it's like, there's no way you're gonna get to know that person if that's all you're doing when you're there. And if you've waited this whole long time, like she said, then it's like ridiculous, because you've spent your whole time that you would be, you know, having fun at the gathering, like spent hours and hours waiting for this one person that you get to spend like 1 minute with, and it's totally not even fair. It's so annoying that we as humans get so ridiculous when we, you know, like people a lot. We obsess sometimes, and we need to learn how to not get so excited. Maybe excited is not the word, but just we need to learn how to handle ourselves when we meet people that we have seen and never actually met before, you know, because with meeting celebrities, you know, you want to scream and freak out and all that stuff, but it's like, how do you even, that impression that you're going to leave on them usually is not going to be a very good one. So I think we should work on that. And I know that it's hard because I freaking said nothing to Phil Lester when I met him last year. I said absolutely nothing, and I still regret that because I could have actually had a real conversation, although for the whole thing, I happened to meet him in the parking lot and it was kind of rushed with everybody. So I could not have, but I could have at least said hi, you know. That would have been nice because I feel so dumb that I said absolutely nothing. I just gave him some weird, awkward, excited hug and didn't say anything, and it really frustrates me because, I mean, I know that he's this YouTube celebrity who's quite popular, you know, and he's weird and awesome, and who knows if I'll ever get to be friends with him, but sure didn't happen then because so many girls were freaking out over them, like, and the fact that there were barriers this year at the Playlist Live, I visited, you know, since I work near there, I stopped by once and one of the days, and it was just like, there were berries everywhere, and it's like, I remember last year too, because the people who were the most popular, you know, the attractive guys of the YouTube community especially, it was like you hardly got to see them. And they had to hide out because all these girls are so obsessed with trying to find them in the hotels and everything. And it's just like, can we just learn to calm down about people and maybe try to make a point to get to know them and not just scream and freak out and try every possible way to meet them as crazy people. Because I'm sorry, but that's a little crazy. I wouldn't want someone to meet me and scream and freak out and not and start crying and not even have a conversation with me. Like, I want to get to know someone who is a fan of me. It's something that we really need to work on to make it easier to be making friends again, because at this point, it's really difficult to make friends with other YouTubers unless they're smaller ones, because then they can still walk around without girls freaking out over them all the time, or, you know, anyone freaking out over them, because it's not all girls. I'm not trying to just pin it on us girls. I'm sure I've seen boys that get excited, so, you know, like, make an effort. Make a real effort to change the way that you think about these people. So I think that's the only way we can really make it any better, is if those of us who are fans of other people learn to think a new way about them, not to think of them as these people that are so above us, because it's not true. We are all human beings. We're all the same. Regardless of how much money we have, regardless of how many people, you know of our existence and know what we do and watch our stuff, we're still humans. It's not like they're any better than us. They may have more success or different things, but that doesn't mean that that somehow makes us lowly people. We're still special. Like, all of us have a reason that we're here. All of us have a purpose in our lives. So why is one person who happens to be successful in one thing better than another person who happens to maybe not be successful in that thing but have another talent or something that they contribute to the world with? I think we should make that effort to have a different worldview. Change our worldview. Because if we change it, we can make this community better. Because this community is getting worse because of the way that us viewers, and maybe some of the content creators as well, think and see things. It all begins with us taking action and not staying the same. Change can be good, and it would be good in this community. Amanda out. Hey, don't forget to press the subscribe button if you're new. There's the button in my video as well as next to my name below. So, you know, choose one if you want. It's all up to you. It's always up to you. The choice is always yours. So, that's a thing. Okay, I'm leaving.